This podcast is brought to you by our patrons at patreon.com/Elder Scrolls Lorecast. Robots Radio. Games, lore, stories, community. Just press play. Welcome to the Elder Scrolls Lorecast, the podcast where we explore the amazing universe of the Elder Scrolls. Those crashing wave sounds and seagulls means it's time for another podcast, friends. That's how we're starting.
Seagulls, you mean sky rats, right?
That's how we're starting this episode.
We have a new intro.
Yeah, dude. I was like, you know what? I'm going to use because they changed up the songs for the new expansion for ESO this year, and we got more of the music that came out. So I was like, you know what? This is pretty cool. I'm going to use it on the podcast.
I thought it was the best one yet until the seagulls.
Well, that was just
stealing my fries.
That was just from the little teaser trailer, because there's the whole them on the boats in the ocean that kind of fades in there. But listen for the end, the outro, because it's got more of the actual other version. But anyway, welcome back, everybody. This is the Elder Scrolls Lorecast. I'm your host, Tom, or Robots, and we've got a new intro where we're just taking some of the music that they use for Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah,
but
that was a surprise to me. So I get the award for worst co-host ever, because I'm like, wait, what the hell is going on?
Well, you and I, we haven't seen each other in weeks, because I was
it's literally been several weeks, because you didn't feel good, then I was at PAX, and then we're finally here at the same time.
So that's Lotus of Doom.
Hello,
co-host extraordinaire. Welcome back.
It's like a C+ at best right now.
And this is the end of the month, so we've got our patrons with us to talk about a very interesting topic. I think about these things all the time, because I like to put myself in the actual state of being in the world of the games I play in. And so today's discussion will be about, if you were actually living in Tamriel, how you would make a living, taking care of yourself and whatever you would do for your job, which is probably pretty different from what we do in today's world, right? But then also, what would you want to be doing? What are you most likely to be doing based on just who you actually are? But then who is, while you are, I don't know, a farmer, whittling away the hours, collecting those berries. I don't know what farmers do. What would you be dreaming that you would be doing?
Fields?
Yep.
Oh, fields.
They only eat berries in Tamriel.
Berries.
We know.
Berry farmers. But let's introduce everybody. We've got T-Rex joining us again. T-Rex, welcome back. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. You ready for our discussion today?
Yeah.
You sound absolutely pumped.
Well, I didn't really prepare anything at all. I mean, I kind of thought about it, but I'm like, I'll figure it out when we get there.
Yeah. Well, I believe in you. I'm pretty sure you can come up with something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You got this. And then we've got Ben of Tamriel joining us again. Ben, welcome back.
Hello.
How's it going, buddy?
It's going pretty good.
Yeah. Witcherin going well for you?
Witcherin's good. Saving, crossing the galaxy with Star Wars is also good.
Star Warsing? It doesn't really have the same ring, does it?
Star Warsing.
It's not quite the same thing, is it? But anyway, I'm glad you decided to take a break from those two other fandoms and decided to join us over here in Tamriel. Then we have Rob. Oh, yeah.
Hold on. Can I intercept real quick? Just
Sure.
because I want Ben's opinion on this, because it's been so long since we've been able to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And the Witcher announcement came out since the last time I talked to any of you, where
the new
they
game?
had that.
Yeah.
The new game announcement. Excitement level, yes, no, good, yes.
Oh, I'm always excited for more Witcher stuff. They also have a single player Gwent game coming out on PC. It's supposed to be this year.
Oh, cool.
So
Yeah, the Gwent stuff has been awesome, and we talk about the announcement on the Witcher Lorecast. So, and I think Ben even joined us and talked about it a little bit. Mm-hmm. So, if you're really curious about all of our thoughts on it, spoilers, super excited. Also spoilers. We figured out who the new Witcher school was before they clarified and confirmed it.
Nice.
Toasty did. My co-host Toasty did. Like, the announcement came out. We just happened to have our episode that day, and he was like, "Guys, it's a Lynx. It's the school of the Lynx, and I think this is what it's going to be about." And then later on, like the next day, they clarified it, and sure enough, he was right. So we might be onto something there. Yeah. But yeah, exciting stuff. But let's keep moving. We've got Rob the Princess joining us again. Rob, welcome back.
Hello.
Hello. Did you just Jedi mind trick us? I saw the hand go by.
No, I did not.
Okay, I believe you now.
Yeah, I do too.
How's it going?
How's it going, buddy? Good to have you back. And then we have Chef joining us again. Chef.
Hello.
What's going on, man? Good to have you.
Not much, man. How you doing?
Good. And then we've got Falcon joining us. Falcon, welcome. Hello. Man, are you guys ready for this? I've got
So ready.
thoughts about what I would do, but I want to hear what you guys would do, because people hear me talk about stuff all the time. And you guys are way more interesting than I am. So
I feel like everybody's going to have a way better answer than I have for this.
right. Yeah. So who wants to start this off?
Can I take a guess at what Lotus's is?
I'm not sure. All right. Yes, you can.
Considering, who I know your favorite character is, do you just want to take Urab's job in the Arcanium?
No, I actually don't.
I'm sorry, I was mistaken.
No, but I was going to say that, to be fair, that would be a logical assumption based on what I like to do in
Yeah, it's not a bad guess.
praising of Hermaeus Mora and such. Totally makes sense. So you're not off base. This is much more based on like what I would actually want to do / sort of do in real life.
All right. Well, we'll get to Lotus and me towards the end. But who wants to start us off? The first question is like, what would you actually end up doing? Like, based on who you are, what your personality is, the things that you're pretty good at. Like, what would you find yourself doing in the world of Tamriel? Would you just be a farmer? Would you be a merchant? Would you be making things? Would you be crafting things? Like, there's a lot of these kinds of roles. Would you be working in the magic, since the science of magic? Would you where would you be? Who wants to start? All right, Chef raises his hand. Chef's going to kick this off for us.
I'm sorry. I graduate in like a month. It's still like ingrained into my head.
No, that's fine. It works well for a medium where we can actually see each other. But go for it.
Does not work as well for audio.
Yeah,
so that's why we
narrated
that you raised your hand.
Right. I can tell them what happens.
No, they just have some narration to go. Think of us as a living subtitle.
That's all I am. That's what my wife tells me all the time.
Wait.
Whenever we have an argument, you're just a walking subtitle. What does that even mean?
Words come out of her mouth.
That would be amazing.
I'm learning stuff about his marriage that I didn't want to know.
Then I narrate crying.
So sad. Weeping. Why don't you just cry? All right, Chef, what would you be? What would you be doing in Tamriel?
Find the rails for us, Chef.
We're pulling this back in.
The closest thing to what I do in real life would probably be like some kind of like blacksmithing, like crafting armor and stuff, because in real life I work in like auto body stuff, so I'd probably be like metalworking stuff.
So, okay, that's a cool thing. So you're working on cars, but cars are more like tools and transportation. Would you be like fixing wagons?
I guess
crafting
I was also
tools?
thinking like, since I'm not actually like doing like that legitimate mechanical stuff, it's a little bit off to the side of that. It's like the body stuff, so it's probably something similar like that.
You'd be tricking out wagons for like the lords and ladies of the land.
I was gonna say something. I was thinking like, okay, what is the most like for the common person, like what would be your most useful and probably most expensive possession, like you use on like a pretty regular basis? I don't know. If I was there, I'd probably want to have like at least like a dagger on me.
Sure.
Something metallic based, Yeah. Okay, well, what's something similar to that? So I was thinking, what the most realistic thing is, I want to like what's it called? I guess
a fork. A spoon. I'm just going to start yelling things out that don't make any sense.
No, I mean, I was thinking it would probably be like most fitting for like armor repair and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like, you know how you need your repair hammers in Oblivion and how that just kind of like it doesn't really add immersion, just ruins kind of like a little bit of your gameplay flow.
Kind of puts you out of a job too, huh?
Yeah. If everyone was walking around with their own repair.
The fourth era. 200 years have passed. I'm even now.
Okay, so here's the thing. Like, one thing I like to think about here is that we often think about the kind of world they live in, and we go, okay, this is like a medieval type world. You're going to have crafting and those kinds of things, but it's a freaking dangerous medieval type world, right? So you're right. Like, a commoner who isn't at least armed or knows where a weapon is in case, a band of wild evil guar decides, rampage their farm or something.
Like the kid who joined the Dawn Guard. Oh, I have my pa's axe.
Yeah. Like, you're gonna need to know where your axe is. You might, if you are a traveler, you're probably gonna want a dagger on you at some, or at least some sort of knife, a blade of something. If not for just the usefulness of it, being that it's a tool, but also to protect yourself. Like, it seems even more critical in that kind of world to have something to keep you safe. But I do have another idea for you. If you go the route of like body shop, like working on cars, and we put wagons to the side for a little bit, the next closest thing that
Don't call me a stable boy, please.
No, you're not a stable boy. Next, this is in that direction though. Next closest thing to cars would be horses. So that's means of transportation. You would be the one shining up and crafting the horse armor.
Oh my god, I'm Todd's favorite character in the entire lore.
Yeah, you're horse armor guy.
You're the first DLC for consoles. How do you feel about
Congratulations. His mouth is like wide open right now for anybody who's...
I'm my own hero now.
Maybe you invented horse armor. And you're like the wealthiest horse armor craftsman in Tamriel. That elven horse armor with like the wings.
It's pretty nice looking. Yeah,
man.
I know what you're talking about.
That's you. You're building. You're tricking out all that. So Uriel Septim, he's got the most tricked out horse.
Oh, and with the Creation Club still relevant into the fourth era, I'm not out of the job yet. There's job security.
There you go.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, so
I like this one.
So we've established that you'd be doing something in and around crafting, potentially horse armor or weapons or tools, something like this, right? But okay, so while you're working away, with your tools, with your big old hammers in the heat of your forge, what are you dreaming you could do?
I'm glad you asked. All right, I've got a whole plan. So, ideally, that the situation I gave you is the realistic one where it's like, okay, well, I'm just a normal dude, whatever. But if I luck out and if I got the choice to, I would totally want to be in my favorite group in the lore, born into that. But the Reachmen are so cool.
Oh, wait. So you might be working on Uriel Septim's horse armor while dreaming to join the Reachmen?
Hold on. I'm saying if I was in that case, ideally, I would just go like full like turbo towards you know how the Telvanni mages, they have some way of extending their lifespan? I want to figure that out just so I can like get that and then just coast and do whatever the hell I want for the rest of it. Because like I'm lazy, but I'm smart lazy. I want to figure out how to do it most efficiently and be lazy.
So you'd be like pounding away on horse armor while dreaming about like magic and learning more about magic and that kind of stuff.
Well, no, I'd be like pounding away on armor, trying to like make enough money so I could buy the book to read about it and then try and figure it out.
Gotcha.
And then, maybe if I need to save up enough, head to Solstheim, kiss up to Nell's rear a little bit, tell him like, hey, you let me know. I'm pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I just want
to become like, get that lifespan just so I can do like all sorts of stupid crap.
I totally get you. Most smiths wouldn't even know where to begin or go to get that kind of information, except you might be working for Uriel Septim. So you might be in the know with some people, some fancy pants.
If I'm in the Imperial City.
People, yeah.
I could probably make connections.
Who might lead you in the right way to go get that stuff.
Some of like the big head honcho mages at the Arcane University, or I guess now the Synod or the College of Whispers.
There you go.
Because I'm assuming this is 4th Era 201.
It's really whenever you want to place it. So wherever.
But I'm going to place in 4th Era 201 because
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
My preferred.
So here's the solution then.
Bad news about some dragons.
Yeah. Well, here's the solution then.
You know what? You're right. I think I'll stay in Cyrodiil until 202.
You go meet these mages and you go, listen, I'll build you some nice horse armor if you can get your hands on a copy of some books for me, some magical books, because it's expensive horse armor. That could, do some bartering.
The priority is just got to be figure out a way so I can just not have a time limit on everything. Then I can figure stuff out, make mistakes and all that, and then I can go and move away, change my name, go and live in Daggerfall and scam people by selling fake enchanted artifacts or whatever, and so hey, this is super powerful and it's really awesome adventure. You're gonna love this, because they just probably eat that crap right up.
Wow, that's quite the dream.
Just turn into a scam artist.
There you go. So, okay, interesting. All right. What do you guys think about this? Anybody else have any thoughts?
I'm curious.
I just want to be a living lich and then turn myself into a scam artist.
Besides
scam lich.
immortality,
hand in hand.
what other magics would you pursue? Is that the only magic? You just hit that and then you're done?
I'd assume that would be under alteration, but then...
I mean, technically, it's a form of necromancy, probably.
Necromancy. I think it varies.
My assumption is that
it's a life magic.
It's altering something in the world. It's
right. It's that fuzzy line between alteration and then alteration, restoration, then necromancy. Because once it starts dealing with
sounds like mysticism to me.
Keeping your soul alive.
They don't like to talk about it anymore.
The one where it's it could be this, it could be this. We'll just call it mysticism.
Put it in the other checkbox. Exactly.
Yeah. Then that just turned alteration into the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that would be the move. Then I could just dabble in whatever the heck. Turn myself into a little anti-lich. And I could do all sorts of crazy crap. I could become with the same way the Telvannis do. They get super overpowered and just do their own thing.
But I guess the question then is how do you make money doing this though? Or are you teaching other people how to do this? Are you stealing their wealth? You're just scamming people. Just baubles. You've got roadside shops.
I got time.
That's it. That's the only means of money.
Traveling merchant scammer. Love it.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right.
And then also you have the Telvanni mages prolong their life through certain kinds of magic. And then you also use the term lich, which is very strictly necromancy.
Yeah, no, it's a very different thing. I was just saying I said the anti-term. I said anti-lich because I'm assuming okay, if I'm not one of those mages who's actively doing has all sorts of stuff going, I'd probably need some kind of on-hand power source, kind of how the aliens had their virus.
Whatever Divath Fear's got going on.
Yeah. I was thinking if you see my profile picture on the Twitter and also on Discord, that's just kind of the design from another franchise that gave me the idea, where it's a dude who he's a mage where he just has all of his magical artifacts and just power him up and basically let him just ignore his own lifespan and get super OP. So I was thinking okay, learn enough magic that I can fuel myself with some other means, like I said, some kind of how the aliens would a Varla stone to fuel their magics. Just have a staff on hand that's my walking phylactery, air quotes.
Well, it's to the point of not being a lich too. That kind of makes sense because for part 2 of your plan of scamming your way across Tamriel to make a living.
Yeah, that doesn't really work with the whole. I
was going to say there are not really too many well-kept liches because of needing to reanimate yourself through death. So it'd probably be hard to gain people's trust if you're pointing at them and parts of you are decomposing off. That's probably
with my finger half falling off. Hey, you want to?
So it's
want to buy some snake oil?
That's what illusions are for.
That's true. You could also be a master of illusion in your free time. So there's ways to cover it. That's true.
And the more likely you travel, the more likely you are to just get murdered on the street one day. So if you're going to become immortal and then use that immortality to travel a lot, I feel that's kind of a wasted opportunity.
Well, that's the thing. I gotta before I go to do any of the traveling, I gotta figure out okay, I need to make myself the most overpowered armor possible, min max.
Where am I least likely to get shanked?
Yeah. Beginning of the playthrough, just turbo, get super OP, then just walk through.
Gotcha. It sounds like you've got a good plan.
Oh, hell yeah. I think about this a lot. It's a lot more entertaining than whatever the hell I'm doing in the body shop.
You got a lot of time to think about it. That's awesome. All right, who wants to go next? Let's move it along. We got no volunteers. Everyone's okay, Rob.
Oh yeah, I'll go. So to start off, I think the mundane career that I would try to strive for, and hopefully get, because there's always the chance that, even in real life, you go for, you set the bar low, you still don't get it. But I would try to achieve probably a career for like a brewer.
Okay.
In like a meadery or a bar or something.
That seems totally possible. I mean,
yeah.
Obviously, even if you don't like start in a family of brewers, you could probably get working for somebody either in the fields or in the actual delivery of the beverage, or there's lots of different like low level jobs for somebody who's, to get into that kind of.
My experience with that is that I drink a lot of mead.
There you go.
So it can't be that hard.
Yeah, enjoying the product is basically the same as making the product.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, I do have some friends who do make mead, and I, am overseeing their work, but I don't actually help too much. But I know the basics of it, and it's doable. It's not too difficult.
Okay. All right. Where would you set up shop? Would you pick a specific province or city?
Thinking about that, and I think either somewhere in like Skyrim in like the Rift area, but that I feel like means I'd have to go in Riften.
Well, you'd have a lot of competition over there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't really exactly
you
want
do that,
Riften.
you get the opposite result as me. You're dead in a minute. If you're any good at it, Maven's got your head.
Yeah, Maven.
Exactly why I don't want to be in Riften, but I would like a Rift, like maybe Iverstead or something, or maybe just some imaginary town that doesn't exist in the games.
Okay.
Because if I go to Riften, either Maven's coming for me or I'm going to get my house broken into every week.
Yeah, I don't know if that Riften would be my first choice, but good luck.
Or maybe somewhere in like northeast Cyrodiil or something like that, or maybe in Morrowind, somewhere in that kind of on the coast of the sea, but not on the actual coastline, but in that general vicinity. I just like that area.
I gotcha. All right. Well, that sounds very doable. Now, what about your like dream profession while you're working on making this mead?
So while I'm leveling up my alchemy skill, eventually I will hit level 10.
Alchemy skill?
And Durak from the Dawn Guard will be approaching me once I've hit level 10 to let me know that the vampire menace has gone out of control.
Oh, so you want to be a vampire hunter?
Yes, Dawn Guard for sure. That is where I would go.
Okay. Now, I don't think you get paid to do it, but I have a feeling you get to keep whatever you take from dead vampires.
It's more so like they will help you with your means of life.
Right.
So
you probably get to live
money,
there.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about food. You don't have to worry about where you're going to sleep at night. That's all taken care of. And money is not really an item in your lifestyle, which is honestly just even better for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
money sucks.
I would imagine, like, if you're taking out some powerful vampires, they probably have some hoards of gold and, gems and like some goody good stuff, right? Probably some horse armor that Chef made them and whatever else. So, okay. So what makes you feel like you could fight vampires? I mean, that's a pretty tall order.
Well, someone's got to do it.
Sure. Are you like training are you like in between working at the meadery? Are you like working out?
Some guards say that maybe he should join. And I was like, well, wait, why not me?
You have enough meat and it sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
No, because I mean,
if you're leveling up your alchemy, just make the potions that boost your stat in it. There you go.
For one, I would be an asset to the Dawn Guard if I was a brewer, because mead and ale are very, very intrinsic parts of the lifestyle, not only because people like to get drunk, but because clean water isn't really a thing. And that's the way you stay hydrated.
Yeah, lightly alcoholic beverages actually keep you hydrated.
So I would be like providing health and safety and food to them effectively with that. And I mean, if that guy can show up with his paw's axe and not have a muscle on him and join the Dawn Guard and make a decent name for himself, he ends up doing a pretty good job towards the end. If he can do it, I can do it. You with enough training and enough, persistence, you can pretty much do anything you put your mind to.
You can dream big. The thing that I picture when you describe this is like you show up and they're like, all right, what can you contribute to the Dawn Guard? And you're like, I can make your mead for you. I can brew these things while I'm training. And they're like, all right, yeah, come on in here. And then you get busy making all the mead and stuff, and they love the mead. And then you're constantly like, all right, guys, can I go on the next adventure, please? And they're like, nah, you stay here and make more mead. We got this.
Well, and I should mention also, I am quite literally trained in a longsword combat. So,
well, that helps. There you go. Okay. All right. So you're training in longsword combat in your spare time?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
that would make a difference then.
If anything, this is the thing that my mundane lifestyle would lead me to, and I just had to make up the brewery thing because I didn't want to set my hopes up too high. But this is the thing I have the most experience with.
Well, you could have started out as say like somebody who works for the city guard or in the military.
That ain't me.
That's not
you don't want to prevent anybody from getting to the Cloud District.
I see. I thought about that, but I'm not really big on being like an authority figure. That's not my kind of deal. And that's what I like about the Dawn Guard. They are
they're like mercenaries, but they take out really cool things.
Security, that sense of protection, and a militia. But they're not gonna go beat down this guy because he doesn't have enough money to pay his taxes or whatever. They're not gonna throw someone in jail. I don't got to worry about doing all that. I'm just making the world a better place by wiping the scum off the earth.
I gotcha. Take that, Moleg Ball. That sounds cool. Anyone else have any questions or anything else you want to add? Any other thoughts on this one, Chef?
How do you deal with what's it called? How do you deal with the people who accidentally get turned, like they survive an attack? You just gotta put them down mercifully?
You do have to deal with that. That's a good point.
That is a good point. Do you know of a cure? I do. It's called
Alien
to
does.
the heart.
Hey, if I go through with my thing, I got your back. I'll figure out what Phalion did. I'll figure it out eventually.
Alien is a necromancer who messes with black soul gems and is not really much of a solution. He's taking innocent souls and using them to keep you alive.
But I'll figure out what he was doing, and you can pretend that I'm doing it in a moral way.
See, I was gonna say you're on the brink of like a really good partnership here, but you got to get past the business ethics dispute you might have.
You guys would be hilarious to like run into in the tavern on a trip and to hear you guys having this argument and be like,
"Can you soul trap vampires though?"
I mean, game mechanics, the answer is definitely yes. And I would think in lore, there is probably a lot to support that as well. And while I would agree that that's better, I don't know if that's good enough to justify.
Fair enough.
Well, it sounds like you're pretty okay with just a stake to the heart solution.
Yeah, I would. But, I would also try to put some studies into some restoration magic to help purify the soul. Because there's a lot of in-game magics that can, cleanse the soul. And if you were to do that to a vampire, then that would essentially free their soul from going from Molag Bal to going to wherever else it was supposed to go.
And if that doesn't work, stake to the heart.
Absolutely. I mean, stake to heart is step one. That is step two.
I see. Okay, right.
If I don't have step two yet, that's okay.
Yeah,
I'll work on step two.
If I'm out of stakes, then we go to step two.
Then we go find more stakes. That's what we do.
Work around, call up her scene.
Either way, purifying the soul is after they've died. So I'm killing them no matter what.
Sure,
and then if I can purify their soul, then I feel better about it.
I gotcha.
But either way, I feel pretty good about killing vampires.
Yeah. Sorry, you became a vampire. Not my fault. Gotta put you down. Well, yeah, I would appreciate you.
Answer to like the whole, axe to fix the lycanthropy. That's kind of my mindset for sure.
Yeah, it seems that way. Being a regular person in Tamriel, I would appreciate people out there keeping us all safe from vampires, even if they accidentally turned or whatever, because eventually they're going to become problems. So somebody has to deal with it. So it makes sense.
And that to point on that is the Dawn Guard originally, probably not the Dawn Guard I want to be a part of. I probably want to be the Dawn Guard in the 4th era, because the Dawn Guard in the 2nd era was all about protecting a vampire. And I mean, I would actually like to be a part of that so I could just finish the job for him real quick. But
be like a secret agent.
I don't think that'd go over too well.
Yeah. I gotcha. Cool. All right. Well, who wants to go next?
I'll go.
T-Rex. What are you doing in this weird and wacky Tamrielic world?
So I was kind of thinking about it as everybody was talking, and my life experiences either translate to military, owning the orphanage like that Growlog lady,
But hopefully being nicer than her.
or
Not the best comparison.
Not like her, hopefully.
no, or being a waitress, and I don't want to do any of those. So, because I kind of hated all of them.
Yeah.
So I would probably want to be like a Khajiit merchant.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
like a traveling merchant, like somebody
Yeah.
who just takes from one town to the next, brings your goods. This one has goods for sale.
Yep. I'd probably be hated because, that's
Yeah.
stuff they do to Khajiit merchants.
Yeah.
But,
Can you do a good Khajiit voice?
oh, no.
Can you say it?
Nope. Can't.
Not even try.
Then you're not going to get very far, T-Rex. Come on.
You have to sound the part.
Figure it out, okay? I'll figure it out.
Yeah. It's not that hard. This one has goods for sale
Or
for coin or skooma.
theoretically, she could also be the go-between, because since she brought up the fact that, and it's true, a lot of Khajiit are ended up being persecuted against. If she's like the intermediary, maybe that'll kind of ease people in against their racist tendencies against the Khajiit caravans, and she can be like, hey, like you could, whatever you might be, Brett and Redguard, whatever you want to be, you could be like the go-between, unless you're a Khajiit yourself in this scenario.
Hey, you want some skooma?
Question.
You want
Yeah,
you need some skooma?
Where are you posted? 'Cause that's going to depend on how racist and who's racist against you.
That's also
Yeah.
valid.
How far out of elsewhere are you traveling?
Yeah. It's a good point.
Ideally, all over.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So you'll have some variety. People will be either very accepting or really not accepting.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to see
I will
everything.
spend as little time in Skyrim as possible.
Oh, Skyrim's the least you got to worry about. I'm talking about Vardenfell, homie.
Yeah,
Well, there
Morrowind,
too.
mainly
Yeah.
Morrowind and Vardenfell.
Yeah, they might try
Sale,
to,
it is for
capture
sale.
you and enslave you while you're
Yeah.
up there.
Well, it also depends on the time period as well.
That's true.
No.
Yes.
Because I was
Actually,
going to say,
it doesn't if you're a Khajiit. Because, Khajiit enslavement was actually never made illegal.
Yeah, but
Well,
there were times where it was worse than other times, even if it was
Right.
still legal.
Oh, yeah.
like that's just it. One of the things that, without getting too much on a tangent, one of the things that actually was outlawed by the Ebonheart Pact is slavery, and that's why
Argonians.
of all races, actually, that's one of the things, because it's
we're gonna have to-
why
we're
a
gonna have to
couple of
look
the
this up.
houses resigned from the Ebonheart Pact.
Well, so a lot of houses resigned from it for just slavery in general, but I thought that it was slavery all overall, but I actually just went through the Ebonheart Pact story. Yeah. And they are straight up just talking about, well, at least we can still enslave Khajiits.
Really? Oh, I don't remember
And
that.
it straight up says they are banning slavery of all pact members. So if you are part of the pact, you cannot be enslaved.
Oh,
So
so it's
Argonians.
a weird, loophole thing
And
of join the pact
conveniently,
and we won't
Khajiit are
enslave
part of the
you type
Dominion.
of deal.
Right. Yeah, we
I
can
see.
enslave our enemies, but not the members of the
But,
pact.
oh,
So
interesting.
I was totally pro pact the whole way through ever since I found out about the three alliances. I was like,
Yeah.
pact are so great. And then I found out about this. I'm like, I don't know how I feel anymore.
Yeah, it's like, ooh, okay, so does that mean as long as you join the pact, we don't enslave you? Or like, is this
There's
like...
a whole city of just straight Khajiit slaves in Dunmer.
Yeah, I was going to say this. And on Vardenfell, when you're in House Telvanni, there's just slaves on top of slaves.
In I think
Gross.
it's a town in Mournhold that you can go to, or not in Mournhold, a town in the Deshaun zone. It's just a town straight full of like nothing but Khajiit slaves.
Interesting. I don't remember that. Very good point then.
Interesting. Yeah. Like, going back through that old content, it's been a while, But interesting point. Okay, so T-Rex, you're traveling all over.
Stay away from Morrowind.
Stay away from Morrowind.
Apparently.
Yeah, and Skyrim.
Yeah. And okay, so while you're doing this, what is your dream? Is this your dream, or is there more? Is there somewhere else that you want to like?
No, so there's a little more. So if I'm gonna be Khajiit, right? I'm gonna strive for the top. Khajiit are very, very sneaky. I can make a lot of money doing that. Doing something related to that. So this kind of also goes hand in hand with my favorite Daedric prince from last patron chat, Nocturnal. You know, I would want to be a nightingale. And I would also, with that, like to be the top of the Thieves Guild. Wow.
Okay, so you've got some aspirations.
And have the skeleton key.
Wow.
And just
you can't have your cake and eat it too.
Have all
well, you can dream. You can dream.
Then you're gonna be Mercer. Then you're gonna get necked. That's the same thing happened to Mercer.
Listen. I am totally. I still would have killed him. Like I would have killed him, and then I would have been like, "Listen, we gotta change some things. Everything's gonna be great, and we're going to get the guild back up."
The whole point of the skeleton key is to not keep it, though. So the whole point of the skeleton key is to not keep it. So if you
otherwise the entire guild is screwed.
You're dooming the Thieves Guild all over again. You're
also getting like
what Mercer Frey
okay, I'll keep it for a little bit.
Just for a little.
That's what Mercer Frey said.
Just for a little bit, and
then you still don't get any luck from the Ebonmere.
But then I'll put it back once I get like.
You're better off returning it as soon as you can.
I'll put it back.
Okay, but she's got aspirations, though. I mean,
yeah,
ultimately, you know.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll use it to become the best thief ever, and then I'll put it back, and then I'll continue to be best thief ever after.
Okay.
What's the name of that Khajiit who literally is the best thief ever?
Rojin.
Yes.
Rojin.
Yeah. So you got something to shoot for. Cool. Will you be selling the things that you're stealing because you're a merchant?
Of course.
That's your method. Is that you travel all these places, you end up so you are the reason why people are suspicious about Khajiit to begin with.
Listen, I will literally go knocking on every door in Solitude once I'm, up there as a thief. I'll go knocking on every door in Solitude. Khajiit has wares. They're very expensive wares.
You're exactly the reason why nobody wants to have Khajiit around, because they think that they're going to be sneaking around stealing their crap.
I will literally go into the houses in Solitude, steal all of their things, and then turn around and sell them to other people.
The same people you stole them from before they realized that they got things stolen from them.
Maybe a good way to get caught, but there's actually a good business idea in there. If you actually do want to go through with the whole sell what you steal, and also the whole intermediary thing, you go in, you talk to people. It's like, oh yeah, you mind if I come inside? We can have a discussion. Then you just scope out the place.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. That's part of it for sure.
Or I'll just go to one town, steal all their stuff, go to a different town and sell it.
Yeah,
there.
That makes sense.
That just solves the issue of me getting caught.
Okay, all right. So to recap so far, we have Chef, who wants to delve into magic and live forever. We have Rob the Princess, who wants to hunt vampires, and we have T-Rex, who wants to steal crap from everybody
and then sell it.
This is amazing.
You know
this
what, T-Rex, I scratched that. There's actually a great town in the Deshaun area that you should totally visit, and I think they'll love you as a Khajiit merchant.
Are you being facetious? Don't listen to him. T-Rex. Don't listen. Well, guys, this has been great so far. We need to take a break here in the middle of the show to thank our patrons, you guys, and the rest of the patrons. And man, it's been a few weeks, so I think we've got some reviews to read out too. Possibly. So here, we'll do that real quick. We're going to come back and find out about Ben and Falcon and Lotus, what Lotus is going to be doing. So don't go anywhere.
The skies are marked with numberless sparks, each a fire and every one a sign.
Holy crap. Okay, I'm going to try and make this quick because we've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new patrons, I think. So, oh man, guys, thank you so much for signing up. Welcome to the Patreon new patrons. We have Noah S. I missed some of the dates are a little funny because of the whole scheduling and things that have gone on in the last 3 weeks. So if I'm double thanking anyone or if I missed you, let me know. But Noah S., Desiree, Cody F., and Anthony B. and Mags D all signed up over the last week. Welcome to the Patreon. Holy moly. Thank you so much for being here. Guys, we are at 94 patrons. We're almost at 100. That is nuts. Thank you to everybody for supporting the show. You guys are the best. We also have to give Mr. Gummy Boy and Noodle Al Dente a big shout out. They are our Daedric Princes, our tier 5 patron supporters who get a shout out every week. And if this show is helping you get through your workday, your drive to work, your workout, or taking your dog back to the vet because her toe was infected and now she's not sleeping well, and then she wakes up in the middle of the night because she's thirsty because she has the cone on her head, but she doesn't want to drink out of the water bowl because the cone pushes the water bowl and it makes her scared, and then you didn't get any sleep last night, then go to patreon.com/Elder Scrolls Lorecast and check out all the different things you can get when you sign up, like ad-free episodes and t-shirts and joining us on future episodes of this show. Also
getting more specific.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. My dog's fine. She's we spent like $500 on her poor little infected toe.
Aw.
But she's fine now.
But how are you, Tom? I'm asleep.
I did not get. I got like 3 hours sleep last night. It was great.
Hug, Tom.
But did you spend it listening to Lorecast?
That's what I do when I can't sleep in the middle of the night. I listen to my own podcast. I'm one of the new patrons. You just can't tell which name it was because I made it up. Man, let's see. We've got. I'm looking through the dates here. I think I didn't read out. Oh man, it's been a little while. Did I read? Okay, guys, tell me if this is familiar. Did I read one from Tel Neloth? Do you remember this name from a few weeks ago? I probably did this one because it was like a week ago when I recorded the episode. That one. These two I probably did. All right, this one's probably the new one. This one is from Yattering with 2 G's at the end in the United States, who writes, "My favorite gaming podcast. 5 stars. I'm new to gaming, just started within the last year." Oh my God. Can you guys imagine just starting playing games and all like the wonderful goodness just waiting for you? Can you imagine just being like, what?
So many first experiences.
I know. What are games? Skyrim. Oh my God.
No, I can't actually fathom that. That's too much jammed into the amount of time that I wouldn't have. I feel like that would just overwhelm me.
But imagine if you did have the amount of time and then you were just like, oh my God, what is gaming? Oh, holy crap. The gaming is amazing.
Yeah. Time to quit my job.
Yeah. How do I even
heard of these video games?
Yeah. Right. So anyway, they go on and say, just started within the last year and very quickly fell in love with open world RPGs, especially Elder Scrolls. I found this podcast shortly after and have been hooked ever since. Listening to Robots and Company every week satiates my need for more lore and has helped so much with my gameplay and understanding of the universe. The biggest thanks to Tom, Lotus, and the whole Elder Scrolls community. You're all amazing. Yattering, that's super nice of you.
Yay.
That's so cool.
I'm so glad you found this hobby. It's great.
Yeah, we love it, obviously.
Do we?
I mean, it's without need of being said. But yeah, awesome. Thank you so much for taking time to leave the review. And to everyone else who's leaves a rating and a review, it absolutely helps. It keeps us up high in the rankings. It lets other people know what they can expect when they check out the show. And it makes us feel pretty good when you say nice things about us.
The fact that you take time out of your day to do that is just very nice.
Yeah, it's awesome stuff. So thank you. And you can do that on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. You can leave a rating as well. So thanks to everyone who does that. And we're going to move on with the rest of the show.
Yes, you're entirely brilliant. Conquering madness and all that. Blah, 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 blah.
All right. So we're back. And we've got a few people left. We've got Ben, Falcon. You guys want to duke it out? Who wants to go first? Ben?
I can go first, yeah.
All right, Ben. So in the world of Tamriel, of Elder Scrolls, what is regular old Ben doing?
Well, probably something to what I do on my regular life. be a merchant, probably. I work in retail, so it's something I'm most familiar with. So have like my own shop somewhere in a high populated area, sell all my goods, get information, all that fun stuff.
What kinds of things are you selling? Are you a general goods store? Are you a grocer?
I would say general goods.
Okay. All right.
How do you feel about selling your sister?
What?
Trick question. I don't have a sister.
Would you do it in a second if you
What
had one?
happened to her?
If you had a sister, would you sell her in a second?
Say, is your name Bellathor?
Are you a Brett?
That like
No, I'm a Nord.
Oh, okay, you're cool then.
They got real suspicious about you real fast.
Genetically Giga Chad.
Okay.
So it's a Bellathor.
All right, so you're doing just kind of regular thing. You're managing your store, keeping inventory, supplying the locals with the things they need, maybe travelers who come by. I can see that, right? Seems pretty common. Now, while you're doing this in your regular daily routine, what is it you're dreaming about out there in the big old world?
So, hopefully this is going to throw probably a lot of you off, get contacted by the Dark Brotherhood.
What? Wait. Okay.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
That's what I'm
misdirection from
talking
owning
about.
a store.
T-Rex is
what
into
I'm
this.
talking about.
So, okay, we all know the method with which you manage that, the way that you get that to happen is through murdering an innocent,
Seems fine.
right?
Yeah.
So,
Do you sleep
But
rather
hey,
soundly
I
for a
will-
murderer?
so are you like,
It's on moral reasons.
so are you like,
Only
This is why he
target-
no longer has a sister.
is this where your sister went?
No.
You went after the guy that got his sister.
Well, he's not innocent.
You're the silver chariot guy from JoJo.
So, okay.
Polnareff.
Oh, silver! Silver sword! Witcher. Oh my god.
Polnareff,
Coming full circle.
All right. So wait. So Ben, this is getting real dark. What is your? Are you just scoping people out? Are you looking for hobos? Just like
No,
out by themselves in a corner somewhere where people aren't going to notice them? Like what? Like nothing against homeless people. That's a major issue. But like if they're in a corner in the dark, then it's pretty easy to go kill them because you don't have to break into someone's home. You know, like what was that, Rob?
I said pornography.
You're right. So, like, what do you have a plan? Do you like think about this at night? Are you sitting there going like, all right, I have to restock, the gourds, and then I also have to.
I get all the information in the city, so I get information on everybody there. So I target specifically corrupt people or people already doing crimes.
Oh, okay. T-Rex has the biggest grin right now. She's just like,
Merchant is the cover story here.
Yes, exactly.
merchants unite. Never trust a merchant. That's what we're learning on this episode.
Yeah, I've learned I need to go on a murder spree in game because these merchants are all planning against me, apparently.
I think I'm going to load up Elder Scrolls Online after
I'm a
this.
merchant for
If you
this.
do terrible things, I'm
Yeah.
a moral assassin.
He's the
You're like the
Dexter
Punisher.
he's the Dexter of Tamriel.
Okay.
Lotus, it's a catch-22. If you murder too many merchants, you become a merchant.
Oh no. Well, also I feel like if people are trying to like have some type of noble, I mean, I am straight up a murder hobo in these games, so I should probably be taken out. So like I think it's one of these situations where I need to get to the merchants before they get to me, like, because they'd be justified.
Yeah. I wonder how many
I think we're
merchants
gonna
you can
have a
actually
character arc,
kill in Elder Scrolls Online.
So what?
Like, because you can kill just like random regular people walking around.
Oh yeah. Laid away and woe them right in the back.
Yeah, and then some of them are like in buildings, and some of them are like more crucial because they like give you quests and stuff. But I think you can still. I haven't really tried.
There's some you can't eliminate.
Yeah, This would be an interesting test to see like how many merchants can you murder.
Most of them.
Most of them, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you
Absolutely.
can pickpocket them, you
What
can
about-
usually shank them.
What about all the merchants who are like the guild trades people?
Those are
They're invincible.
Those are
Okay.
the only ones that you
Yeah,
can't.
that you can't
Yeah,
kill.
those
Okay.
are
Those are the most
invincible.
useful ones.
Right. Same thing with you can't kill like the bankers,
Right.
like the people you can interact with the bank. Like they're not technically merchants, but it's like programming wise. You can't murder them
because it would be trolling the other players because they wouldn't be able to get to the bank.
Right. Like communal ones usually are the ones you can't outright destroy.
Got it. All right, Ben, this is dark. Okay, so once you're in the Dark Brotherhood, how is that actually making a living for you? Are you just like, hey, I'm just gonna live with these guys, I'm just gonna kind of do this? And
I do like take contracts, but also still run my shop. That way I still earn grid
like
info
double
and
income.
everything.
Double income.
I mean, Dark Brotherhood isn't a charity service.
That's true. You do get paid for it. That's right. So man, this is getting darker as we go. All right.
Any questions?
Yeah, go, Rob. Let's open it up for some questions here.
First of all, how dare you? No. Where are you being posted? What time era, preferably? Which Dark Brotherhood are you trying to be a part of?
Preferably probably Fourth Era Skyrim, honestly. I mean, that's the most familiar one I'm with.
That one's like, pretty messed up.
I know. But after their destruction, so like when they're posting Dawnstar.
So you would be a part of the rebuilding of...
Correct.
Oh, and Dawnstar's supposed to be a merchant city, actually, because it's a seaport.
Correct.
Big brain.
And with the lowered ranks, you'd probably be able to rank up in the Dark Brotherhood pretty quickly, as there's not a lot of competition with the freshly started guild.
There's only like 2.
You're black hand just by showing up.
Yeah, and that raises another question. Would you be shooting for some special status in the guild? Listener?
Something like that? Probably wouldn't do listener. That's too much.
It's pretty creepy.
I don't think you have a choice on that one. That's
a good point too.
Thrust upon you.
Yeah, it's true. But you can hope for it, right?
Yeah, no, you could just pretend you don't hear anything.
I don't hear anything.
That'll totally go very well.
It's amazing. It's been 10 years and nobody's been getting any messages.
This night mother's shrieking in your ear. You're like, I don't hear anything. What?
You would definitely not go mad.
No, not at all.
So no special role, or what do you think?
I mean, I'll probably superior ranking in the Brotherhood, just not like, I don't want to be the boss.
Like skilled assassin, but not leadership.
Yeah. So not
looking for listener or speaker necessarily.
Got it.
But maybe the keeper, rub some oils on her.
Oh yeah.
Nobody wants to be
that's the best. No. That's the best role.
No, that's Cicero's role only, and stay.
That's why you don't kill him, so you don't have to do it.
Yeah, you just get a bottle of Febreze and squirt down the Night Mother, and it's fine.
Febreze, the Night Mother. You do run a shop. You probably keep it.
Yeah, just get some Pine Sol
candy.
Put an air freshener on her. It's fine.
Just hang it off like an ear until the ear breaks off.
One of the little trees.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. It's like one of those little car fresh trees.
And it's got that weird mixed smell of like bad, but not quite so bad because
the smells of Falkreath. And you just...
I hear there's a vampire in your midst, and the Dawn Guard wants to know your location.
You guys are gonna have to do this off.
Yeah, I feel like
off stream here.
Show we're gonna have less people for the next one as a war will break out.
This sounds like there might be some friction. You guys are gonna have to talk about this off camera.
I probably shouldn't disclose that information. Never mind. And say I might be inclined with one of the Daedric princes in the wolf department.
Okay. All right. So you're going to go werewolf also? Werewolf?
Maybe.
Dark Brother?
You trying to steal Armbjorn's role?
Well, he's dead at this point. So
yeah.
I mean,
there's no role to steal.
Maybe he needs, maybe they need to replace him.
You're trying to fill the void? You're...
No, I just like wolves.
Okay, I was worried you were being unoriginal, and I was going to be upset because I just was like complimenting, oh yeah, that's smart. And then, man.
All right.
That's actually like probably one of the best ones so far.
I'll have to check back on how the Dawn Guard views werewolves. I actually don't know the answer to that one. We'll come back.
Well, it seems like they tolerate them some.
Do they?
Yeah. Your Dragonborn can be one, and they don't have an issue.
Right.
Yeah.
They seem
to don't really address it, even they don't know.
That's about it.
Yeah, I always felt like it was like just casual indifference.
Yeah, I feel like anything you have that helps you do your reach your goal is probably okay for the most part.
Yeah, as long as it's not directly conflicting with what they're trying to prevent.
That was the sense I always had, but I could be wrong
also
about
argue that they just don't know how to recognize lycanthropy, and so they just don't know, and they might see it just
hair in the ear. That's it.
Yeah, right. A little
By
bit
the
of
line
extra
of-
fuzz.
By the line of like logic that they're an offshoot of the Vigil of Stendar who are just anti anything Daedric, the fact that they're like super hyper focused on Molag Bal stuff means they probably don't really care too much about whatever other prince. Like, I don't think they'd be opposed to having like a conjurer in their midst.
They're
Like, I
not
don't think
even
they
really obsessed with Molag Bal. They're just obsessed with vampires
But it's-
specific.
I know what you mean. It's specifically
vampires are just trying to take over the world. Werewolves or not. I'm fine.
Like by the same
Tell that to the
extent
Grey
that
Host.
by the same extent that they probably wouldn't care if you summoned like a frost atronach to start like hacking away at like some, or I guess a flame atronach would make more sense, to start like shooting at some vampires. They probably wouldn't really care if you just turned into a giant wolf monster as long as you only attack the vampires, or as long as you just used it for the complete disease immunity thing.
I would agree with you there, because even Isran was swayed enough to not kill Serana because she was on the right side.
Yeah. Like they're clearly a lot more like what's an asset to us. So they probably assume like, okay, werewolf, are you smart enough to like not go out and attack our other members? Can you control it and not go berserk? If so, hell yeah, we want you. You're
they're not.
Get up in the
they're
front
not
lines.
fanatical so much
Until you're no
Yeah.
longer an asset.
right.
And that's a good point. Like,
They're smart about
are you dangerous? No, but if you're not dangerous to us, then okay, it seems like it'll be.
Are they more beneficial than not?
Yeah, I get it. All right. Well,
Risk
Ben,
versus reward.
yeah, Ben, this is a cool one. I wish you good luck, I guess.
I don't.
Good luck as long as nobody picks me.
I hate fighting words.
Bad.
Good luck until they say me with the weird little Night Mother poetry thing.
Yeah, that's some pretty messed up stuff. But we need to move on. We got Falcon coming up next. Falcon, you're bringing up the rear, my friend. The caboose.
Okay, so for my normal job, I'd want to be a innkeeper.
Okay.
Get to meet all these people, hear all the gossip, serve some drinks. Just yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. Getting kind of the lay of the land at a distance. You know, where are you from? What's been going on in your part of the world?
Okay. Probably set up in Cyrodiil.
Okay.
Yeah.
So center of the continent. Okay.
Yeah, center of everything.
All right. I mean, it's a pretty standard job. That makes sense. Okay. Now, while you're managing your inn or whatever and talking with people, travelers and things, what are you dreaming about?
Kind of the same as Ben. And want to be Dark Brotherhood.
All right. So we have some cultists.
Yep. I want to go specifically like Silencer.
Oh.
Okay.
Be like that, like higher up, kind of above, even more above the law than the Dark Brotherhood already is.
Wow.
T-Rex, is that one of your Khajiit friends on the table?
Yeah, there was a tail.
Yes.
Definitely there.
Yes.
Alfiq?
Yes.
Alfiqs are the
My
small
little
ones, right?
Alfiq
Yeah,
Rex.
they're the little tiny ones. All right, so Falcon, do you have a plan for how you are going to gain admission into the Brotherhood?
Well, I'm already working as an innkeeper, so just walk into one of the rooms, just choose someone.
Oh no, is this going to be like a shower scene in, you know what I'm talking about? Psycho? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm okay with it only if you choose a guy who's been like super problematic. Like if you're finally like, okay, Lastra, this guy's been causing problems. Like if you pick the right guy, then I'm behind it. But if
definitely
not,
take out a douchebag.
Yeah.
What's the bard in the bannered mare?
Mikhail?
that.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, the guy
Mikhail.
who creeps on all the women. Yeah. him.
Oh yeah.
I'll take him. I'll take him.
There
out.
you go.
That
Okay.
or Lurbuck.
I think.
Yeah.
I mean, if we have to be
Lorbuck
okay with
didn't hurt
murder,
anyone.
I think
He hurt my ears.
He hurt your ears. I mean, those two things are very different in scope. Potentially
but
danger
both
towards
very
women. Maybe not
I'm
very
doing it
good
for
at
the
singing.
Mortal.
All right, so that's your plan. So we got two Dark Brothers.
2 Dark Brotherhood assassins coming into the group. Right.
Wow.
Lofty dreams.
Lots of dreams. Anyone else have any questions for Falcon before we move on to Lotus?
Yeah, I got another bone to pick.
Question. I got. What era would you want this all to be in, where you're at the rank of silencer?
Probably between the events of Oblivion and Skyrim. Kind of.
Okay.
I'm assuming before the Great War, before the fall.
Yeah.
Okay. So right after the Champion of Cyrodiil would have taken over.
Yeah, right away.
Okay. That's probably the best time.
Well, according to Cicero's notes, I think it's the worst time.
No, it starts going downhill around the Great War.
Yeah, he'll have a brief period of having things go well, and then everything will fall apart very rapidly.
Yeah, I think within 10 years.
Highest of highs, then the lows.
Right.
Yeah, that's okay. That's
exactly.
He's got a decade and a half of golden.
Yeah.
So the thing with the Dark Brotherhood is that as much as you guys want to say, "Oh, I'll do it with a morality," I'll only get the bad guys. The Dark Brotherhood is not about the bad guys. The Dark Brotherhood is about the contracts, the Black Sacrament. You don't really get to pick and choose your victims, and that's why when they recruit you, they make sure that to test you, they have you go kill someone, and they don't really tell you what they've done or why, because the more you know, the more you can justify it to yourself, and they don't want that kind of attitude there. You have to be able to just kill without justification and be okay with that.
Rob's got a point here.
I'll kill Lydia then.
That's all good.
They're both okay, fine.
All right, well, I got to murder then. It's the only way in. Got to kill an innocent.
Murder's got to happen. People are going to die anyway. We're not getting any younger.
So are you going with that supervillain mindset of humans are inherently evil? Then okay, yeah, then I'm the good guy because I'm killing them, that kind of thing? Is that how you're morally justifying it?
Yeah, I'll be an elf. Give me a reason to hate humans and just.
Oh, yeah, that works.
There you go.
Well,
so you're a mer. So
theoretically, if you were to move to a place in the continent where there were way more mannish races and you were elvish, then you would get more contracts to Murish. Then you would get more contracts to kill mannish people because there's just more of them around. So you could kind of set yourself up in a way. You could kind of set yourself up in a way.
Skyrim, that's a good one.
Then you have crazy fire powers.
Crazy fire powers. Oh man, this is good.
I have a question. Has anyone in here done when you're doing the Dark Brotherhood part where you meet Astrid and you're in the cabin, has anyone killed her instead?
Oh yeah,
almost every time.
Yeah.
Okay.
On my favorite
I'm
playthrough, I did.
Curious.
Yeah,
it's just so boring to do that. I don't like it.
It ends.
Usually, I just kill all three.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time.
So I always kill the Khajiit in there, and most of the time kill.
That's racially motivated.
No, it's not. Have you heard that guy's dialogue? He calls himself pridefully. He calls himself the defiler of daughters. Bro, come on. That dude deserves it.
Mm-hmm.
So I always kill him.
I always kill the old lady.
She's just a bitchy mom, though.
Yeah.
If I'm ever playing an evil playthrough, I'll kill them all or something like that. But otherwise, I'm always killing the Khajiit, and then most of the time I'll kill Astrid because the Dark Brotherhood's a mess anyways, and they need to be put out of their misery.
Rob,
there you go.
You and I are on the same page with there. I was going to say, I feel like we're in a strong minority that it's dude, the Dark Brotherhood's the problem. If they're not going to kill themselves quick enough, let me do it for them because they're a disaster.
Dark Brotherhood quest is just slowly killing the Dark Brotherhood. And I'm let's just get this over with. Come on.
So, Lotus, I think it's your turn, buddy.
Okay. So mine aren't okay. Well, the profession I think I would probably do just because I have to do it a lot in real life is and I don't necessarily mind it. I would probably have to be like a lumberjack because where I live requires me to cut down a decent amount of trees. So it's something I can just do.
Okay.
And whatever, I don't mind being outside. So that's fine if I could make a living off it. Right now I do it so that trees don't hit my house. That's pretty much the real reason.
Cool. All right. So while you're lopping down trees, what are you dreaming about?
Yeah. So I would probably dream about since we all seem to have the guild mindset going here for a lot of us, mine would probably be to join the Fighters Guild, because essentially I feel like eventually it would just be like an upgrade so that I could essentially just be like a professional MMA fighter, because all they do is get like drunk and quote unquote take contracts where they rough people up for the most part. And they're really not in that much danger except in a couple bizarre situations. And you get paid for that. And then you essentially retire to this like prestigious thing where a lot of people think way more highly of the Fighters Guild than they probably should, because they're honestly not that impressive in any of the games.
Right. Yeah, they're not.
But man, once you retire, you get a cushy living if you're like relatively high ranked there, like that mead hall and stuff like that. It's pretty sweet in most of the games. So I think I would just do a mundane job to basically want to get into this thing where I could fist fight drunkenly a bunch and then retire, and people would think I was really awesome my whole life.
Well, it's like the jock's dream.
If you're doing like assuming it's like, well, in the lore, you'd probably be like lumberjack and swinging an axe and stuff. You're already halfway there to get into like the companions or whatever.
To a degree, like it's kind of like, okay, you're kind of, your job trains you to do the thing. And then, like I say, I've always thought the Fighters Guild was kind of just like, man, most of these are really not as impactful as you guys seem to make them out to be. And it's like, okay, I killed 10 skeevers in this lady's house. Like that really was that I was a glorified exterminator. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, you go back and there's like mead toasting to how much it's like, dude, what seriously? Like I'm the Orchid Man. Like what's
the Anvil, the one in Anvil is like pretty justified though.
And don't get me wrong. Some of you can do stuff like some of them are legitimately like pretty skilled and stuff like that. But it's just like, I feel like you could really just kind of make a pretty solid living, not actually doing too much. And rarely are you just doing it yourself either. You usually have like a squad of people going out to do stuff like this. So it's like, also you can work with a group from the respective guild to kind of make the situation work. I don't know. That just seems like a pretty fun backup alternative for something to quote unquote aspire to from my smashing trees.
It's definitely sense. It's a few grades above the companions when it comes to honor.
Yeah, yes, that's kind of it. It's like it's looked at more respectably, but it's really not like I feel like they're given more credit than they probably deserve.
It's a lot more rewarding than the Dawn Guard. Because
correct.
They don't really get anything.
Yeah, exactly. Theoretically, the Dawn Guard does more for less than the Fighters Guild. Like I would say, like is pretty much the case.
But whenever Daedra like are involved in an issue, Fighters Guild's the first to be called. So that's a in
the second era job. There was definitely like if we want to use the Daedric thing, because like the Dark Anchors, that's kind of like their focus or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I could see that being a that definitely it's not without some degree of issue. And it's sort of like, I guess when you're a good way to kind of compare it is like, you have the potential if things go down that you will need to potentially be involved with more than maybe you intend to be or would like to be. But the majority of their stuff is smaller contracts, stuff like that. As opposed to, I mean, when you with the Soul Burst quest thing, like the world-ending tragedy, it's kind of like, okay, well, yeah, they're definitely pretty involved with something to that degree. But the majority of them, that seems like also the first time they've encountered anything like that, as opposed to the more mundane stuff. So I guess barring catastrophic world event type of thing, like if this was in the second era, that might be a rough life choice for me. Compared to, Morrowind or something like that, with all that's going down in Morrowind, they really don't have anything hyper stressful by comparison.
Yeah. The odds of you having to deal with a Daedric invasion are pretty slim.
It's the same degree of like, if you get drafted, well, that's a situation that could theoretically happen, but it's lower on the percentage scale type of deal.
I would say the odds of you like having to fight a scamp is pretty high, and a scamp to like a mundane person is
sure
terrifying.
It's pretty terrifying. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I played Battlespire. I'm aware of scamps. They're the biggest threats out there. Stop leering at my thighs or whatever that creepy dialogue was.
Oh God.
But it's like something like that. But the benefit is when you've got your whole fighters guild behind you, 7 members beating up on a scamp, that some lady didn't understand conjuration. We'll say, somebody conjures a scamp in their house and they're like, oh no, it's like mucking up the place and it killed all my Brahmin. No, it's different. You know what? They have Brahmin in this scenario. So we're going to do a crossover for Bethesda. And we're sent over. Well, okay, they could just send me, or they send like 5 of us over there to beat the crap out of the scamp. It's like, I don't know. I feel like I'd have enough support, right? I could get away with less.
Yeah. Cool. All right. I mean, it sounds like you got a plan. That's totally makes sense to me.
Yeah. And I mean, even if that one doesn't work out, I'm a lumberjack. So I made my living.
So I'm okay. I sleep all night and I work all day. Yeah.
Nice. Bust out that guitar.
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I sleep all night and I work all. Does anybody know the reference?
Oh yeah, no.
Okay.
I'm that's right. Why.
Yeah.
Bust out the guitar. You have a quick solo for that.
Yeah. So cool.
Speaking of which,
what? Speaking of,
close us out, Tom.
Let's hear about the bard.
What's mine?
Choice?
Chances are I would end up being a bard. I'd probably be stuck being a bard and just performing for people who are drunk and hating my life.
Cool. So our
who
stuff
could have ever guessed?
Yeah, cool. But then I'd be dreaming about like uncovering the history and archaeology of things and like traveling and seeing more, learning more about the world. But in order to do that, you have to either be the aristocracy or be funded by the aristocracy, right? But like most commoners never get that opportunity.
Right.
So it's probably one of those.
Make it big as a bard.
That's the thing, is that I would have to like use my bard connections.
So you would actually enjoy the Bard's College quest line.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the Bard's College quest line was relevant to being a bard. It just wasn't relevant in a fun way.
To being relevant, like the musical part.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd probably do something like that. I mean, I did try to make it as a musician, and I do enjoy being performing.
And now you're an audio mage, so you're in the Mages Guild.
I'm an audio mage. I transmit my voice at very far distances.
See?
Yeah. So do those two things tie in together? Are you like going into like old like crypts or whatever, trying to like get material to write like some epic songs?
Oh yeah. They're like the things I'm uncovering about ancient stories are turning into like these songs that kind of like Dandelion and The Witcher.
Yeah.
Like the Geralt's stories are turning into his songs, which become even more useful for him.
So like the warrior poets.
Yeah. Except I'm not doing the fighting. Like,
it's fine. You can hire me.
I'll take Lotus with me. Lotus will
moral support.
He'll punch the scamps in the face. And
there's a quest in Somerset in the ESO where you go. I think it's one of the Delve quests where there's a bard who wants to explore this cave about the great tales of the Goblin War and all that, and he has you help clear the monsters out of the way so he can study and write things for his tale. It's a really cool quest, and that's kind of what you would do.
There you go.
Just have someone kill goblins for you, and
there you go. And then if we need to murder people, I've got 2 people we can call to murder. If vampires show up, we can deal with that. If there's something we need to steal while we're there, we've got somebody. And then if we all want to just try to survive and live forever with magical means, we can maybe shuffle.
I looked into that a little more, and it's a lot more realistic than I thought it was originally. So there were a few things that I noticed where it's one of the first lines of dialogue you can hear from the Archmage in Skyrim, Savos Aaron. He says, what you learn here will last you a lifetime, several if you're talented enough.
Yeah.
And I looked into the specifics of like how the alteration stuff works. It's understanding how a concept in the world works and redoing that with your own magic. So
yeah,
that would probably be one of the more simple things. It's literally the exact same process as like the flesh spells. You're turning like the outside layer of your skin into something harder.
Oh. How easier said than done.
Well, yeah. The means of doing it is the difficult part, but the concept,
make it younger.
Yeah, the concept of taking something and then transferring it more into the thing you want it to be is a simple idea. It's just how do you make that actually work without
then the other thing is
melting yourself into a puddle or something.
Well, yeah. Then the other big thing is the whole grasping like the basics of alteration, not in the gameplay way, but in the book Reality and Other Falsehoods, the description it gives to the first step of understanding alteration is recognizing that reality in itself is a falsehood. It's basically just get super meta and like think like really weird existentialism. Real. Yeah. And that's what I naturally do when I'm working. So problem solved. I can do both of them.
Win-win.
Oh yeah.
Solved. Well, now that we've figured this all out, everybody, how do you feel? Do you feel like we could take on the world?
Yeah. I thought the fix to that was a therapist, but apparently it's just alteration magic.
Yeah, no. Little did you know.
Yeah, alteration magic could solve so many things. You don't have any money? Just turn that lump of a rock right there into a gold nugget. Right, you got lots of money.
You got to turn it into silver first.
Honestly, this would be
true. It's still worth money. Still worth money.
Iron into silver, then gold.
Sure. There it is. Still worth money, though, right?
Easiest way to level up your alteration.
Mm-hmm. But hey, guys, we got to wrap this up. Thank you so much for being here. This has been super fun, as usual. Why don't we go back through? Let us know if there's something that you've been doing that you want to share with everyone, or ways that you can be reached out to. And you could just say, hey, just shoot me a note on the Discord, or I'm usually in here in the chat in the channel or whatever. If you want to say that, that's totally fine too. T-Rex, let's start with you. You got anything cool going on?
Not really. Just trying to sell my house and watching Vikings again.
Oh, nice. Well, good luck with the house. I know the housing market is kind of crazy, so hopefully you're getting a lot of people looking.
Yeah, lots of looks. 2 offers. That's one was too low.
Well, hey, it's a start. Well, good luck with that. That's awesome. Yeah. Ben, are you got anything going on at all?
Oh, yeah, I mean, you can always follow me on my personal stuff. Been at Tamriel on Twitter. You can chat me up on the Discord. But I am one of the hosts for Holocron Histories, Star Wars Canon versus Legends. So a new podcast on the Rocket Club.
Robots Radio Rocket Club.
Hell yeah.
We go over the differences between the old EU canon with the current canon of Star Wars. And new episodes are every Monday.
Yeah, man. I know you're getting ready for Obi-Wan, which comes out in just a few weeks
our next
at this
episode, we are going over specifically his Legends history.
That's pretty awesome.
So everybody will see the differences they make for the show.
Oh, that's awesome. I'll have to listen to that because I need to be ready. So I can sound smart when I watch it with my wife and my son and be like, actually, you guys know that. And they're going to be like, shut up. Just let us watch the show.
I'm excited for that.
I'll be like, I listened to a podcast that taught me the differences between these things. I'm going to feel good about it. Nobody else will, but I will feel good about it. That's why you should listen to his podcast.
And you'll be educated.
And I will be educated. Yeah, that's right. Rob, thanks for joining us again. What do you got going on?
You're welcome.
Thanks.
That's it.
All right, on to Chef.
No, I did make a Twitter. I've made like a total of like 7 posts.
That's fine. You can just use Twitter to creep on everyone else. You don't actually have to post anything on there.
Now I feel like I made it like the worst time to make a Twitter because I don't even know if I'm keeping it anymore at this point.
Because of the email stuff. But whatever. Yeah,
sure. Anyways, it's Rob the Princess. And you can also reach me in the Discord, of course. Things I got going on. Oh, and catch me on ESO because I love playing with people. Also, all of that is at Rob the Princess. But things I got going on. I'm doing a Skyrim playthrough again. I've been posting it in like the robots like chat. Just because I don't really know where else to put it. But like just every now and then,
the
like
promote your stuff thing.
Well, no, just in the lore cast or an ES all chat.
I was going to say there's been a couple updates that I've caught. So like, I assume that's what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just about it.
I'm just doing it because I like challenge playthroughs. And so that's just the one I've been doing recently, where I've been trying to make it harder and harder to win the main storyline. So the challenge playthrough I went this time is don't level anything, which means no using weapons, no using magic, no using enchanted items, no using armor, no buying or selling because that levels your speech, nothing.
Are you recording these? Because these kinds of videos on YouTube get tons of clicks because people are like, oh my God, can you do this?
I don't know how to record that stuff. I'm not really into it, but
are you playing on console or on PC? You're on PC, right?
PC.
So just download OBS Studio. And then
I'll just start over.
Well, the next time you get an idea like this, like use OBS Studio.
Start over, to be honest. I can do this again.
Yeah. Well, if you wanted to.
Seriously, the OBS Studio is really surprisingly easy to use.
It's really not hard.
You just make a game capture window and it'll just automatically pick it up, hit record, and it'll like just record the whole thing for you. It's really not hard. I can, if you have any questions, I can help you out on the Discord. But I would love for you to do this, record it, and then do like an edited down version of like with you kind of narrating what you did with clips of things. Like those kinds of videos on YouTube get tons of hits when people are like, I did this crazy thing in Skyrim, see if it's possible. That stuff's awesome.
Because I essentially, the only way I can, kill enemies is by either having a follower do the job for me, which is surprisingly most of the time what happens, or unarmed damage, or environmental kills. Like I just, shove someone off the ledge.
Push them off a cliff.
Yeah. Because that's really the only way I can kill someone without gaining experience. And so it's very difficult. And I've also found if you become a werewolf, you don't get any experience for werewolf kills. So it's made it a bit easier.
That's interesting. Yeah. See, people would love this. People would watch the crap out of it. That's awesome, dude.
Maybe I'll start it over, but that's going on. And then I always have to give a shout out to Sky Oblivion. I am not actually doing much for it except shouting them out at this point because I'm so horrible, but I feel obligated to. Please, if you guys are ever interested, reach out to me if you don't know how to get there. But Sky Oblivion, they got a site. You can join them, ask them what you can do to help. We do need more and more people to help, so please do that.
Awesome.
I think that's it.
Yeah, that's an awesome project. Well, thanks, Rob.
Yes, it is.
All right, Chef, what do you got going on?
Nothing for the time being because until funny enough, 6'9", I'm still stuck in high school. But after that, I'll be graduated.
You'll get there.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
I'm just happy that my first day after graduation is on June 9th.
Yeah, and then 20 years will go by and you'll be like, what freaking happened?
And I'll probably still laugh at the fact that that's the day that I was finally graduated.
Yeah, no, that'll never not be funny regardless of age.
100%. But ideally after that, I want to start. I actually want to try and start streaming because I have a pretty goofy little idea for a gimmick to run with.
Nice.
I was thinking just the whole idea is, have you ever seen that guy on YouTube, Professor Lando?
No.
His whole thing is that he pretends to be like a college professor and he does like Twitch streams where he talks about like meme stuff. So I thought, Elder Scrolls fans would love some like in-lore, like lore friendly, like just.
Like I figured I'll play. Actually.
No, I mean like.
Yeah. Well,
I meant like I can like role play a character who's like a professor in lore and like talk about like all these concepts. Be like, okay, hello, Daedrology.
Well, here's
that'd be pretty goofy.
Pro tip. If you really want to grow a channel, you can't just grow a channel by streaming. Nobody ever finds your stream. It never works. But what you're describing works great for then capturing that. Like you could do it as a stream,
switching it to YouTube,
take it, edit it down, and make like 15-minute YouTube videos on each of the topics. People will find the YouTube videos, and if you're going to start streaming, then just go ahead and stream on YouTube, because anyone who finds those videos will notice when you go live because they're already subscribed to your channel. So don't even worry about Twitch. Don't even worry about Twitch. Twitch, you suck.
Screw Twitch.
Screw you, Twitch. Go to YouTube, stream on YouTube, or restream to everything like I do. But focus on YouTube, because people will find your videos, they'll sub to your channel, they'll see when you go live, and they'll be like, "Oh my God, Professor whatever name you go with is live. This is hilarious."
Yeah, how am I gonna? Oh crap! What am I gonna do for that?
Oh, you'll come up with something.
Professor Chef.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say Professor Chef.
No, but that doesn't sound like that. Doesn't sound like.
It needs to be in lore, in universe.
It needs to be a lore friendly.
You need to be like the magnificent
Well, what race do you want your name to be based on?
I was just thinking of Reachman because I feel like
Okay.
I probably look like one and I like him a lot and it fits.
Look up some Gaelic type stuff.
Yeah. But would Reachman be teaching people about the...
Well, I was thinking like I could be one that just like was kind of fed up with the whole thing. Just like, yeah, we're really not getting anywhere. And just like went off and did my own thing.
I got you.
Be like an elder. And be like,
Or
Druid
you
of
wanna
Galen or
have-
something.
Oh, I could do the whole thing. I was just saying here, like, a Reachman who was like pretty bored of stuff and like figured out alteration. And now I'm doing all sorts of stuff and I know a lot. Hey, do you want to learn stuff, kids? Get over here.
There you go.
I can play a whole thing like, oh, are you you need this for your graduation?
Well, if you're listening to this and you've got some ideas for Chef, then definitely
shoot them to me on the
know.
Discord and Twitter or anywhere else. All the same username, Chef Spoogadeo.
With a SHEFF, not chef like in like
chef spelled wrong.
someone who cooks things. Yeah,
yeah,
spelled wrong.
There you go.
Spelled right
Awesome.
once
Right.
you get popular enough.
Yeah. Well, good luck with that. That sounds like a fun project.
your attitude. Thank you, Rob.
And then we got Falcon. Falcon, thanks for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having me.
You got anything cool going on you want to share, or ways people can reach out?
No, nothing going on. Just really just play Skyrim. Just
Hey, man.
much. If you want to find me on anything, it's Falcon with a box on all social media, Discord, anything.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us again, and nothing wrong with just having fun playing Skyrim. Absolutely.
Try ESO.
ESO is fun too. Yeah, if you enjoy
I've tried it.
quests and stuff.
I just don't like multiplayer.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yep.
If that's a turn off, that'll hold you up.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Imagine a massive multiplayer. That's just
It's even bigger.
Much worse.
Dude, same, but you can like a lot of the lore stuff in it is still really awesome.
there's
yeah.
a lot of awesome lore.
So much
I
of
love
what
watching
I
videos
do,
about ESO and stuff like
100%.
that. But
so much of the way I play is just by myself doing the quests. Like that's usually what I'm doing when I'm playing ESO. But anyway, we've talked about that. We can talk about more of this offline. Lotus, we got to wrap this up. What you got? Anything cool going on? And it's been a while. I feel like we haven't really chatted.
I know. I was going to say we've had some scheduling issues to say the least. I'm back from PAX East, which is why I wasn't around last week. I hope everybody who might have gotten some type of PAX pox feels better. They were really diligent about making sure things were as safe as possible. So fingers crossed I stay healthy. Luckily I've jammed enough Q-tips up my nose to know that I don't have any of that stuff.
That's good.
So I'm certainly appreciative of that. But yeah, the only real thing that I figure I'll shout out, other than obviously, Tales this weekend we'll be doing on Sunday at 3, is tomorrow, I guess. So Friday for anybody listening to the recorded thing, which whatever, somewhat soon, because I'll post them to YouTube afterwards. Speaking of the whole cross thing, the Elder Scrolls Library of Classics has been moved to Steam. So I'm actually going to be diving in, and I have most of my playthrough of Arena completed, but for whatever reason, mostly because I assume Twitch just doesn't like me, the first couple of episodes don't exist. So I'm going to play through the first couple of dungeons again through Steam this time, just to see how it works.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to upload the full playthrough. So if you're interested in Arena, I will be uploading the whole playthrough of that coming up very soon, and I'm kicking it off tomorrow. I'm going to just do hopefully the first couple of dungeons so that I can have the full series playthrough yet again. It is a rough game to go back to.
Yeah, geez. Well, good luck. That's awesome. Cool, man. Well, we'll be back next week with the an actual regular episode with both of us for the first time in like a month. I'm mostly adjusted to the medicine changes and migraine stuff, so good. Feeling a lot better. Appreciate all the kind words and thoughts from everybody. So thank you for all of that. Also, my birthday's coming up. I bought myself a guitar for my birthday because I haven't bought a new guitar.
Wait, is it going to be before the next time we record?
Years.
I don't know your actual date.
May 8th. So No.
So no.
So when is that? That's like a week and a few days from now.
You will get a happy birthday next show.
Well, thank you.
Until then, you do not get one.
Yeah, but I gave myself a happy birthday present early.
That's a pretty sweet gift.
Yeah. I was like, I haven't bought myself a new guitar or anything like that in a long time. But I've been getting back into music, and people are like, well, you should stream yourself playing guitar. So what I'm actually doing is I've got some audio software. I've been playing with like MIDI stuff. I bought myself a little MIDI keyboard and some pads, and I've got some new guitar pedals. I've really invested in like getting back into music because I can't play with other people. Yeah. So I used to tour in a band. I would, multiple times a week, even when we weren't on the road, every other night we were getting together and practicing like we were on tour. So I used to just play music all the time. But I don't really have that opportunity anymore. But I was like, you know what? With the technology in front of me, I can lay down my own drum beats. I can play the bass. I can play the guitar. I can, I probably won't sing, but I can do all the rest of it. So what I'm going to do, at least the hope is, when I have time during the day to stream, which sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, I will be doing some music streams where I will be putting together what I think is going to be cool sounding stuff that's kind of influenced by like lo-fi, but also like shoegaze space rock.
All right.
If you can merge those two and kind of imagine what that might sound like.
I'm down to hear this.
I can't, but I'll just have to wait.
And it's all going to be inspired by like video game stuff. So like I'm going to try and do songs inspired by like, I don't know, creatures from video games or people from video, so I've got kind of a plan going on. I've got some stuff already set up for it, but hopefully I'll be doing that pretty soon. So come hang out with me and check out that stuff while I stream live in the future. And of course, that's all at the normal Robots Radio channel, Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. And you can always join us for this show in the future on Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. And everything else that I've got going on is over at robotsradio.net, including the Lord of the Rings Lorecast, which is already almost up to the 10th episode. Holy crap. Having a lot of fun with that as well. But lots of fun stuff, lots of great podcasts from everybody in our community, a bunch of podcasters, that's the word, and all sorts of stuff. So if you're looking for new shows, head over to robotsradio.net. And that's it, guys. Thanks for joining me. This has been super fun. I'll see you guys on the Discord. Maybe we'll get to play some games together. And until then, stay safe out there in Tamriel. And hopefully, I don't know, Falcon and Ben don't come with a contract for you, or you get turned into a vampire and then Rob has to hunt you down, or maybe if you see T-Rex on the road, be careful. She might steal things from you while selling you your own goods back to you. I don't know. Chef's just going to live forever.
And don't buy the stuff that I'm going to try and sell you, because it's going to be a scam.
Well, there you go. So just watch out for these guys, because holy crap. This, I don't know. This totally went places I did not expect it.
Just a bunch of hooligans.
Just a bunch of hooligans. All right. Well, we'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We'd love to hear from you. You can reach me on Twitter at robots_radio or Lotus of Doom at Lotus of Doom. Also, you can join us on the Robots Radio Discord channel. You can easily just search Robots Radio Discord on Google or check the description underneath the podcast. Also, this podcast is recorded live every week on Thursday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific on the Robots Radio channels on Twitch, YouTube, and on Facebook. So just search Robots Radio on any of those platforms. Come join us. We'd love to chat with you while we record the show, or before or after. Either way, just come hang out with us. And if you're looking for more information about my shows and the shows on the Robots Radio Network, go to robotsradio.net for all the information about all the shows on the network, including the Robots Radio Rocket Club, where I help both new and existing podcasters to grow their shows, build their audiences, and create the best podcasts they possibly can. All of that at robotsradio.net. We'll see you next time. It's kind of a long outro. I forgot that I said all that stuff in the new outro, so I don't actually have to say it before I say it. So this is the reason why you put it in the outro. Because then you don't have to say it again.
Yeah.
I remember now that it's there.